and welcome to It's on Fire. In our premiere show, we're interviewing the young director-actor Skylar Hathaway. Skylar, oh fuck my house. Controversial. Question-begging. Reminiscent of Eastwood's Unforgiven.
Yeah.
Volcano Worshippers Club production. How did this come to be your first production?
Well, it was made for a club, Volcano Worshippers, which is our club in school. That's our filmmaking club. And we were told to do a short film, and me and my friends had no clue what to do, and we had an idea of making a comedy on a Western.
Perfect choice. Your evocation of the Old West via modern furniture and building styles is reminiscent of the Houseman Wells era black fine performances on Old Broadway. I was wondering if you went into this consciously.
Not at all.
Very clear. You seem to be a double threat, Skylar. You directed and wrote Oh Fuck My House. What was the motivation? What did you see as the primal theme? Did you search for anything in your experience or your education?
Not really. I didn't really have any motivation at all other than the Western movies that I've seen. And other than that, we were told to make a film.
Oh Fuck My House is a terrible story of retribution, revenge, and ultimately no happy ending. Rather dark. Not for the kiddies. Very strong language, as maybe suggested by the title. Death, blood. Well, not that you can see much of that, but it's implied by the fine acting of Billy Wakeman.
Yeah.
Oh yes, as the bad guy Merrill Malicious.
Yeah.
How did you come up with a name like Malicious? It sounds vaguely Harry Potterish.
Malicious. The bottle that Merrill Malicious had picked up was called Villainius. Villain was in the name of the bottle, and Villainius sounded like malicious to us, so I guess it just came up in one of our heads and we chose to put it as the last name.
Very clever. John Alley. He steps in as not just a writer, but also a performer.
Yeah.
He contributed a great deal to the very controversial stare-down scene. Tell us a bit about that scene and how you shot it.
The stare-down scene was, it was basically filler. We needed time to the videos so that it would be, we thought it would be funny for a really long stare-down and a filler for a stare-down. And so we just took a camera and we just shot it back and forth. And as we were doing that, we were trying to make each other mess up by trying to make us laugh. It was an interesting part of the movie.
It was very interesting. Gabby Eichert, as the call girl, provided a perfect little ending motif to the scene. Not since Elliot Porter invented the montage back in 1906 has there been such fine camera movement, reminiscent of Kubrick's handheld camera in Dr. Strangelove. Yes, Andrew Cherney as the car dealer, a subtle but important performance as a linchpin of the entire plot. And much to my surprise, the barkeep was also the director of cinematography, Tim Helgers, I believe it was, and how he was able to run the camera and perform at the same time is beyond me.
Yes, Tim had a pretty good talent with filming, I suppose. I guess he had done something before we didn't know of, but he's pretty new to it and he did a good job.
A most excellent job. Well, the actual fire used on the set, did you have to bring in the fire department to supervise?
We probably should have. There was a bunch of crazy teenagers and a fire in the backyard. So we probably should have brought in the fire department, but no, we did not.
Were there any injuries?
No injuries.
Fortunate.
Thank God.
Yes. But the sideways shots were very eye-catching and disorienting, which I believe was the intention.
Yeah, the sideways shots. We had two digital cameras on us. We didn't really have much of a budget, so we couldn't buy a real camera. And
the eternal struggle.
and we had two digital cameras. One was okay, and the other one was pretty bad. We had shot the sideways scenes with the horrible camera because the other camera had run out of batteries. So it was a little blurry, and it skips a little and sideways.
I believe Spielberg talked about that in 1941. Yes.
We didn't think it was that big of a deal if we made it face up or sideways. We didn't think it mattered. So
obviously not. The movie speaks for itself. Oh Fuck My House, coming to YouTube later this summer. A Volcano Worshippers production, 2008 release, 9.05 minutes. Directed by Skylar Hathaway. Skylar, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
It's very nice.